Well, morning, fellow zombies. Yes, we are alive. No, we're not awake. And we're still reeling from what the hell happened during election time. I took time off from the news cycle because I knew they're going to be discussing this on a constant basis concerning about Trump's win. And the gloating is happening, and media pundits are tearing themselves apart, not to mention every other politician out there voted against Trump. I warned people a long time ago. I blamed the voters. I did. I told them, you guys are going to be getting this asshole in there. And a lot of the media pundits, not just corporate media, but the independents were shouting out the warning. But we didn't listen. So now we got this situation for another 4 years. Two, if we're lucky, survive the first two. Maybe there's not enough changes to the Constitution that the 25th Amendment may be in there. And it only depends whether or not we've actually got enough in the House and also in the Senate to actually carry it out. And then you got to find out that you got to do J.D. Vance as well. And then you got to do whoever's stuck doing the Speaker. Is it going to be Mike Johnson? Is it going to be somebody else? But then again, I'm doing the "I told you so" situation here, so that's why I'm out of this one. As soon as I knew that he was getting more of a lead than Harris was, I said, okay, that's enough, and I wanted to stay out of it. Folks will just go crazy over it and just argue and then go back and forth on this one. Yes, we screwed up. We Americans screwed up. We thought we wanted Harris, but apparently the majority were convinced that an orange gas bag meant more than what Harris was promising. So, and Trump is going to be threatening a hell of a lot more. And so before, it's not Trump. It's not just Trump. It's the lieutenants and everybody else who follows him that always have to be worried about because they're going to feel emboldened to do things more and more. And because the Supreme Court had allowed Trump more leeway and defined it too. So, yeah, I blame our voters. It's not I don't blame democracy. I blame the voters for being this bass backwards. So, yeah, we're entitled to it. Case in point, there was a couple of months ago there was an article posted on YouTube about NASA landing conspiracies still out there. Ignorance of America, ignorance of the United States and its educational system. People don't believe in anything else anymore. They don't want to extend their knowledge base. They just want to believe somebody else's fantasies. So it's no wonder we're going to be looked down upon for the next 3 or 4 generations. The United States has lost its edge, apparently. The older generation is going to be fussing about it, but it's going to be in the youth right now, and it's going to be depending upon whether or not the conspiracy theorists are going to be the dominating history buffs now. Because the old guard's fading. Once the old guard's faded, there's not going to be that many people to debunk everything. Everything will be changed. So, yes, it makes me very depressed. Very depressed in our country. I don't have any hope for it anymore. We gave in to ignorance. We gave in to being dumbasses. We gave in to someone else's malarkey. We proved it by putting Trump in office, and not to mention the other conspiracy theorists out there. And we're going to have our life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness ground out because the elites will have more, and we will get grounded. Why? Because we're supposed to be accepting this kind of stuff. We get what we voted for, guys. And yes, there are going to be people griping and grumbling about this one for decades, maybe. Or maybe until the next presidential election, if we're allowed any. And if we get the midterms to fix anything, if any. So for the first 2 years, it's going to be a proving ground whether or not if the conspiracy theorists were correct, and we're going to be listening to them. We're going to be listening to the constant droning. We're going to be listening to media being changed. The threat and the fear is here. So now we're going to see how much civil liberties are going to be taken out. We're going to see how much the Constitution is going to be mutilated. We're going to see our freedoms gone. And I blame the voters. Because you allowed. You voted, you're conscious. You voted, you got suckered in by a con man, so now let's see how bad the country's going to be in 2 years. Now, if you guys have forgotten about 2016 through 2019, 2016, the contentious election year, and then 17 through 19, we had a split Congress. Well, nearly, because we had the majorities, and nothing got done. No major laws except tax cuts for the rich more and more. Deficit growing, and then prices going up. All for the name of us. So, all in the name of America being great again. And trying to get a secured wall. You know, the damn thing's going to take about several to a decade on that one. Several years to a decade. Billions and billions just to secure a border between Mexico and the United States. When the schmucks keep forgetting that, America is still not safe. You're going to have United States police. Yeah, I'm thinking of all the stuff that the writers had put out regarding film and books and all the media of dystopia. Well, we're going to have that. If it's continued, if the pattern and it's going to be on a constant basis, we're going to face it. But I kept looking at the country itself on a Google map, seeing how bad our country is. We're an open border. The only way you're going to be able to protect the United States completely from outside forces is to bankrupt us into tizzy of just getting walls up and having foreign investors owning more of America than we have. By the time we thought we had ourselves safe, we are in the hands of foreign investors entirely. America's gone. The dream of owning things is no more because we allowed it to give it to somebody else. Of course, they're going to scream out about the illegal aliens, yes. Well, what about the ones who are pulling the strings? See, to me, this isn't a conspiracy theory. This is scenarios playing in my head at this point. Of course, conspiracy theories are scenarios playing in the head. But I'm seeing what's happening. I'm seeing the trends. And we're in for it. Of course, I can be wrong about a lot of things. Then I guess all the writers and all the theorists out there are going to be incorrect. We're going to have a nice utopia. Tell me that when we have jackboots, red hats, marching all over the place saying make America great again and start doing the crap. As if they hadn't done that a long time ago. And they called it racism. They say they want peace. No, they want civility. They want people to comply. They want compliance. They want people to settle it down because they say so. Because now they won, and it'll be peaceful for them. But for everybody else, be misery, huh? But the flip flop is there too. If Harris won, there was talk among the independents. There was rumors scattered about, even posted on the corporate media, that Trump's followers, and I said before about the lieutenants, it's not Trump you had to worry about. It's the people who follow them schmuck. You have the guy who's throwing out all the damn rhetoric, but that's all he's got is rhetoric. It's the will of the people that you had to be more concerned about. They bought it, they drank the Kool-Aid, and now we're in for it. So if Harris won, it would still be civil unrest because the Republicans wouldn't stop. They'll try to quell it down, but no. Threaten court cases and keep saying that they lost. How dare they lose? Well, now they're self-satisfied with themselves, and they're going to be content. And it's going to be us doing all the crybaby stuff. At least that's what's expected anyway. Harris was trying to tell us just it'll be okay. Now I'm hearing the priests and pastors saying it'll be okay. Sure, you're going to be a bully beating you into submission, and then you're saying it's going to be okay. I'll just put you into a damn coma or kill your ass. How about that one? But this is what we had to face. This is the rhetoric that we are facing all the damn time. Now, is this one going to be better? Is this next term going to be better than the other one? Because we're already seeing what the first one was like when you had absolute control of basically uh, all three branches, nearly. Was it better in 2016? Was the record showing that, or was the records erased on this one? Plus the fact we had COVID-19 kicking in, and then we had people dying. We had people dying. We had people who were supposed to be taking the newly formed immunizations to protect themselves, trying to get a human shield going on away from this damn bug. But I guess that's not going to be. I guess that's not going to be there. Maybe we do need another global epidemic to weed us down a bit, or an economic one. But we're going to get it. We're going to get it. So, congratulations, America. You screwed up again. But, we warned you. So, let the others cry about it. And they will cry about it. And they will freak out. And they will gnash their teeth and get teeth problems. We'll watch our civil liberties disappear. Welcome to the new world.